This is London calling in the Overseas Service of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
The pocket battleship, Graf Spee, which has been for many weeks preying upon the trade of the South Atlantic, and met her doom.
Mother dear, I'm writing you from somewhere in France, hoping this finds you well.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall never surrender.
Hang up the washing on the Siegfried line, 'cause the washing day is here. Whether the weather may be wet or fine, we'll just love along.
Das Oberkommando der Wehrmacht gibt bekannt. Ein im Atlantik operierender deutscher Flottenverband unter Führung des Flottenchefs Admiral Lütjen im Seegebiet um Island auf schwere englische Seestreitkräfte. Das Schlachtschiff Bismarck hat hierbei einen englischen Schlachtkreuzer, wahrscheinlich Hood, vernichtet.
The sinking of the Bismarck was due to the cooperation of the RAF with the Navy. And Rodney, which did some pretty work with her 16-inch guns.
This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning. But the Japanese High Command had declared that a state of war existed with Great Britain and the United States.
The German Navy, so proudly built up by that smug strategical genius, the Führer, is slowly but surely being wiped out. Now the Scharnhorst, the 26,000-ton battleship, has gone to the bottom, a not unusual result of action against the Royal Navy.
Led by a powerful British escort, the main body of the surrendered Italian fleet is transferred from Malta to Alexandria.
Signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied Expeditionary Force.
Back across the China Sea for the last large-scale surrender at Hong Kong, where today warships of the Royal Navy ride at anchor in the harbor.
Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Gareth Major, and a very delayed Friday evening stream is now happening on a Wednesday. As some of you who are on the Discord may know, I postponed the stream initially just because of the wife was ill, and therefore I didn't want to really stream while she was at home and ill and being a bit needy. And then I put my back out over the weekend and ended up with a bit of a sore throat. So I tried to conserve my voice and thought it was best not to stream, and also I was in quite a bit of discomfort. However, that is now all behind us, and we have a free evening. The wife has literally just left to go do kickboxing, which has meant it's been a bit of a madhouse for the past half an hour. I've been trying to set up a stream, and she's getting her kickboxing uniform, and it's just nuts. But yeah, we're all sorted. She's gone. So we got some peace and quiet for 2 hours for a bit of World of Warships Legends and a bit of live streaming. So I thought I'd better crack out the jacket as well. Nice to see you, Randy Chang and N Champion. I know it's a Wednesday, it's a bit short notice, and it's a bit of an odd time as well. It's a bit earlier than usual, so it's probably going to be a quiet evening. And with that in mind, we're going to crack on and get the Exeter launched in the background. But yeah, I hope you're all well. And I assume people who are on monthly paychecks are looking forward to their first paycheck of the year. MJ man, I thought I was falling apart. I hope you're well. Okay, we've started off our first game, and hopefully, this is the thing, because I haven't streamed for a while, the green screen looks a bit... Yeah, the green screen does. Nope, I've knocked the helmet off. I'm going to pop the helmet there. I'm just going to have to crop the green screen for a second. Oh, professional live streamer, yeah. Right, let's get that cropped. Let's drag that back over. There we go. Now we get the helmet back up. Oh, we got 9 seconds till the start of the game, so we're alright. There we go. Oh, yep, everything's in place. Right. Okay, let's have a look. That is still up. Let's get HE loaded. Let's not move to start off with Tier 5 and 6 game. Han, Sakane, Aoba, Duke d'Oster, York, Indianapolis, Warspite, California, New Mexico. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. Let me know how the music is, actually. For some reason there's been like a recent Windows update on my laptop. And so the audio enhancement for my speakers has gone from being quite reasonable to incredibly scuffed. So I've had to turn the audio enhancements off, which means that the music's... well, I guess... how the music is changed a little bit, so I'm finding there's a lot less bass and a lot more treble, I guess you could say. Shockwave, hello, and New Tuck Commander, hello. Ranjang, peace and quiet, wife learning how to kickbox in the face. Yeah, no. one of these days, I'm sure the Major might appear on live stream, black and blue now. She's doing it for mental health and fitness. She's not doing it so she can domestically abuse me. At least that's what she says. Duke d'Oster. Oh, we have a Warspite. Okay. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Wife taking self-defense courses. No. Sound level's good. Much obliged, Rancher. I did think we'd have an interesting situation here with the Duke d'Oster. What's the destroyer? Sakane. I can't touch the Sakane. Ironically, with the loss of the audio enhancements, I feel that the music is a lot more authentic or retro, potentially. Yeah, I did have a hunch the Duke d'Oster fired torpedoes. That's why I was a little bit more tempted to slow down. And that's also why I popped the sonar on. I might see that on now. Our destroyer's gone, so I'm not going to be able to engage the Duke d'Oster as well as I'd like. there's the Cossack torpedoes as well. Thankfully, they're a bit too far forward. Ah, Zara. I'm not oh, wow. Oh, wasn't it? Yeah, there you go, he turns in. I thought he would. We might have to put the pedal to the metal. Yeah, I thought he might use sap. Thank God. Oh, that means there's a wall spike kicking around. York's run. Kane's unspotted, but I did manage to clip him. Gonna have to focus the Warspite, I think. Warspite's quite deadly. Thankfully, he's shooting someone else. I'm hoping, yeah, maybe with the Bayern there. The problem is the Warspite is running. Prussian military march. Yeah, the choice of music for my background for my live streams is very much limited to whatever is available copyright free in the YouTube audio library. Okay, we're slowing down now. I'm very tempted now to drop a smoke screen.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Smoke screen set.
Okay, we're gonna have to eat 2 of these, I think. Nothing we can do about that. It's a bit annoying. Thankfully, Exeter comes with a couple of repair parties. And I do have RDF on this, so probably after the Warspite's gone, I'm probably going to go on a hunter-killer mission against the Cossack. Okay, let's go. Yeah, because she's making a dash back. She's about there. Oh no, she's coming. She might be coming round. We'll see. Hello, Admiral Criv. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, or Criv, I should say. I really should stop calling you Admiral Criv. That's the problem. When people change their names, generally I kind of remember their old names. For example, New Type Commander used to previously be Mecha Man. Oh, we should be able to use a repair party. Oh, I forgot to put a list of my sound bites up. Oh, there he is. Right, okay, let's engage. Let's heal. Let's get my sound bites cue card sorted. There we go. And then I just got to try and remember to actually use them. That's always an issue for me. Yeah, I think the rest of our team has pretty much got the rest of the enemy mopped up quite nicely, so it's just a case. The Galizia is pretty damaged, but she has got sonar on. Okay. Let's put our sonar on now. Oh, okay, she's actually legged it right out there, isn't she? There is another destroyer kicking around. What was that? Mahan, okay. And this is going to be a slow hunt, I think. Yeah, hard to kill old habits. Yeah, it's very, very true, Griv.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes dead ahead.
See if we can just get those other turrets on.
Requesting assistance. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Very much hoping that I can kind of
Dead ahead.
just noting how many course corrections I'm having to make and the distance to the Mahan. The Sakane must be quite close. Fortunately, no more sonar. No more repair parties. It looks like I'm probably going to have to engage the York. Yep, I'm going to have to engage the York.
Critical engine damage. Problem solved, sir.
Kiting out. Let's take a quick rain check on the Sakane. Okay. Oh, the battleship as well. That's not ideal.
Smoke screen set.
Oh, shockwave. One thing I haven't got a clear answer to: does smoke affect torpedo detection? That's if it's in smoking or not. The answer is no. Very much like Criv's just responded. Being in smoke has no impact on torpedo detection of torpedoes. Okay, Criv's explained that a bit more, so I'll leave that. Shockwave, my truck got stuck in the mud on my driveway. Good lord. And the island is ridiculously saturated with the snow melt combined with the rain we're getting. Is this USA or up north in the UK? Or even some other country? Never know. Oh, the friendly battleship that was up with me is gone as well. Okay.
Torpedoes to port. Smoke generator activated.
Here's hoping.
Smoke screen set. It's all on you.
Oh, come on. So, if I kill the Bayern, well, I gotta kill the Bayern. I have to try and kill the Bayern in 50-something seconds. Come on, White Turret, I need you. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to go open water. Or we can just fluke it. Oh, it's not enough. Oh, it is enough. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh. Talking about that soundboard I don't use.
Good show. Jolly good show.
That's enough to get the victory. And Sir Kane's the closest ship to me. He's not even in my section, so there's no way he's going to make it into our base to allow the countdown of the points. And that's it. I just got to break off. What a fluke. Oh, dude, hello, good evening. US from Shopway. Oh, okay. Crib, typical 6 versus 4, and they potato it, and you end up 1 versus 4. Very true. Currently in a bit of recovery mode today, as yesterday I rode my bicycle a total of 11 miles to and from a local bookstore to pick up a new book. Whew. 11 miles. Oh. Alright, let's do this. Miles to kilometer. You might get some random good shows.
Good show.
17 kilometers.
Jolly good show.
Was that 17 kilometers each way, or just in total, I should say? Okay, Exeter. We managed to live. Managed to do it. Those 2 enemy destroyers were, yeah, they were quite a pain. Right. Office mode. Any requests? Anyone who wants to join in with the Science Support Division? And in the meantime, I kindly fancy a destroyer, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'll launch that in a second. What are miles? Yes, Randy Chang, what are miles? It's really strange in the UK. Like, we drive in miles per hour, all our roads markings are in miles and things like that. But for some reason, when it comes to like walking and cycling, we use kilometers more. The UK is strange, but I think we all knew that, didn't we? Tobias, GG, much obliged, much obliged. Oh yeah, ever seen Parliament in session? Oh god. I don't recommend it. Although in the UK we have a whole channel dedicated to it, I think. Oh well. So yeah, I need to do the typical usual stuff, I guess. So if you have any requests for ships that you want to see me play, or play badly, or any I guess discussion points and stuff, feel free to shout those out. And also, if you want to play alongside in the Science Support Division, feel free to shout out as well, and I can fold you into a division. So we've taken out the typical Cossack in a 5 and 6 game of domination on islands of ice. Fubuki, then a division of Kane, Le Terrebel, and then Nagato. And then the rest of the team, we have a Rasputin, a Bayan, a Renown, pardon me, a California, and a Surov. Okay, let's turn the yak off because there's no point drawing attention to ourselves. We're going to use an engine boost to start off with, just to try and get as far away from our original position as possible in order to try and mitigate the carrier finding us. So my first, rather than charging straight to sea, I'm going to go a bit more of a dog leg, push out wide and then come down on sea. And the reason being is that's a slightly less predictable route for the enemy carrier to anticipate. So the enemy carrier is probably going to be expecting me to be going from this grid square straight to that grid square through this area. If I can push out wide and then come down, I've got a better chance of avoiding the carrier should the enemy carrier be on this flank. Also, if the carrier does come my way, I've got a bit more open water to avoid. So as you can see, enemy destroyers push straight into Bravo. Air spotted. What are you? You're a Laterabao. Something's the Skeins want to be with you? Okay, so at least there's a reason why a bubble. Enemy carriers focusing straight away on the Bravo objective. So that gives me a bit more freedom of movement on this right flank. So I'm going to push down into the Charlie objective now. Although I'm noting that the amount of support I've got is quite low initially. We have a battleship in New Mexico. We also have an Alguil coming over. But the carrier looks like to be making a beeline straight for him. Well, M Champions requesting the Collingwood. Early merger, take the jacket off and relax. We might do that about halfway through the stream. Collingwood request, okay. This is that your car measurements for miles per gallon, but the fuel per litre at the gas station. Good luck doing the math in your fuel consumption. Oh, that's quite easy, Crib. If you, well, I've been doing it for a number of years. It's number of litres divided by number of miles. That gives you litres per mile. And then you divide that by 4.54, and that gets it to just about miles per gallon. It's just remembering that magic conversion number of 4.54. It's the same way that you have to remember that there's 2.57 centimeters per inch. Okay, this flank's looking rather weak. Pushed up aggressive. Enemy carriers coming over here again, concerning. I'm going to hope that he's going to think maybe the Agil is the... Oh no, you got me. Okay. In some regards, that is why the Soviet carriers can be quite deadly. At the same time, they are probably the most selfish carriers in the game, because the one-off strike is all about them getting the damage for themselves, as in like getting one big hit. And so when it comes to spotting, they're pretty, well, not great. I'm going to break off and fold back towards the centre. There's no point pursuing this flank, it's just a renown. Nearest enemy ship is in the centre, so that feels like the battle to have. Do you have the Schultz? What is the Schultz? Well, alright, other issues, chaps. Lock on, open fire. Hope that the Sakane's not too close. On goes that. Oh, you've got a buddy, have you? Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of you first then. unfortunately, I got no assistance. Okay. There we go. Okay, we've got rid of one of the divisions. The Sakane should have... What? The Sakane should not be dilly-dallying all the way over there. That's quite interesting. He should have been a lot closer to his division teammate. Especially if they're moving in unison. Unless he feels a bit tied up by the Bayern. Is he in a division with the Bayern? No, he's in a division with the Nagato, which is nowhere to be seen. So Kane should have been a bit more free. Unless the Littorio just had the speed to race ahead. Oh well. Right. Office mode. Yeah, we'll take the jacket off. Has Kriv requested the Azure Lane Cheshire, or is he just commenting on Azure Lane Cheshire? Dude, I got Cheshire Commander in a crate. I'm waiting for payday. Payday's this Friday, so I'm waiting till Friday to really dabble with these Azure Lane Cheshire, I guess you would say. There we go. So I don't know, the Major hasn't started the new German DD line. No. It may come as a surprise, but I have zero interest in I'll probably pick them up in time once I have enough global XP kicking around to spare. Ace Rimmer. Kriv, yeah, the Soviet DDs are about Soviet CVs are about deleting DDs, mop up low health cruisers and battleships. Also very good at surprising enemy CVs at the start of the battle. They're not really team players. That's very true. Very true. Aslund Trooper. Oh, new here. Much obliged. New here. You're going all in here, I see. Uniform, flag, music and all. That game, the Cossack game, doesn't look like it's going to go well. So we might revisit that to look at the scores and the doors. But we're going to get the Collingwood launched in the background while we're waiting. Let's go. Griff, I went for a weekly salary. God, if I had to go back for a monthly, that would be weird. Yeah. I used to do, well, I guess I was a monthly back in the old days when I used to work in a pub. But we're talking nearly 10 years ago now. Oh, it's the mass. Believe it or not, there's a small part of me that one day wouldn't mind becoming a teacher. Although nowadays, the way that my engineering career is going, I kind of doubt I'll ever move into teaching, but it's always been like a little thing on there that I've always contemplated. Anyway, Collingwood game, domination riposte, no division, Z31, Black, Atlanta, New Orleans, Amalfi, Cleveland, Strasbourg, and Holt, Iowa. So, Kriv wants me to blow some money to get the Azure Lane Cheshire, and Schultz would like me to blow some global XP and credits to get the Schultz. Okay, so we're lined up. So, Collingwood, she hasn't got amazing armour, although this is it's not too bad a game, because it's only really the Ira on the enemy team that has me massively concerned. The Anhalt and the Strasbourg don't have great guns, as in caliber. So, I kind of feel like I might have a chance there. Cleveland, tucking in behind the island. Yeah, that's a no-go target. I'd like to, but the island's just going to clip my shells. thankfully the Cleveland's tucking in behind the island. So although that means he can contest the cap, it does mean that he hasn't got a lot of ability to defend the cap. Oh, there's a Malfi. Ooh, that's not a good start, is it, Amalfi? Yeah, I'd drop a smoke screen too if I was you. New Orleans. Oh god, okay. I think C turret's not going to be able to do much here. Or Q turret, I guess you could say. It all depends on which way you... I prefer C turret. But I do see quite a lot of references to that third turret being called Q turret, which is different. Okay, we need to stop pushing in, because Collingwood is not a pusher. Because she just gets mulched. You're going to be quite kitey. Amalfi's generally quite kitey. At least you should be kitey. There you go, you turned out. I didn't quite get that right. Cleveland's got good reach there over the island, which is unfortunate. Okay, I think we can get away with that. I'm noting that the 3 enemy battleships are all focused at the like north of Alpha. So there's the Amalfi torpedoes. You can tell because they're so slow, they literally walk past. So what I might do here is I might take a page out of the Kagero's book and perhaps push in a little bit more. Is
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Collingwood's not great at pushing in against battleships, but against cruisers, you can kind of get away with it, especially American cruisers that don't have torpedoes. And now we just have the poor Amalfi. Danger here is I am broadside on to the enemy battleship directly north of Charlie. I incorrectly said Alpha earlier.
Torpedoes direct front.
Very surprised I haven't been fired upon. Yeah, that sap is just vicious against me. What's in the middle? Strasbourg. Interesting. 2 bounces, even though considering the caliber of my guns. I feel like I've just turned my sister into those.
We've sprung a leak. We're filling up fast. Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, we're not going to be getting big damage numbers here.
Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship detected.
Does the Iowa just give it up? Collingwood has some very good accuracy, or at least can do, but good lord, that was awful. We're trying to hit a battleship at 14 kilometers range. We're keeping the reticle sat on the upper belt. So a bit high, a bit low, we should get some reasonable hits. Oh, you woke up. God, I'm so glad they put a full accuracy build in this, because those shells really are wonky. Oh well. You could get it pushed up too much. Alright, let's see if I can catch up. Very English name, Colin. Wow. This makes a stream too. The stream. I'll be honest. Yes, my streams are. I certainly one could call different. I'm very dead here. This is very much about what damage can we do, and at 16k volley against the Anhalt there is a nice little return. We are probably dead with the next volley. So I am going to be using that. Let's go for the bow. It's probably got a German icebreaker. Yeah, well, we're done. 2,000 HP left, 1,800. It doesn't matter what happens, we are dead. Well, or maybe not, maybe not. Collingwood has the best performing guns in the game according to the stats. That is very true, yes. Silver swimming certificate. Oh god, I haven't watched Red Dwarf for a long time. Last night I had 2 amazing games in the Carnot and no one seems to believe me. It's a good ship. I think Carnot might be one of those ships like Crib says, and he just has practice. The best way I've found to use Carnot is a flanker kiter. Use your speed to outflank cruisers and kite battleships. Yep, Yeah, that seems like a reasonable playstyle. Second on the team. We're not gonna complain too much about that. Although we did get an absolute kicking. We did say we were going to have a look at the Cossack game. Cossack game is a defeat, but that's what we're looking at. Second on the team still, so won't complain too much about that. I feel like we did our part, I guess you could say. Right. Oh, I gotta go get some doubloons, I guess, if I'm gonna do Cheshire. Oh, I better get my free crate. God, you can tell I haven't really been playing too much. Let's get these 2 crates opened. Okay, no worries. Right, how many doubloons? How much great British pounds am I gonna have to spend on these weeaboos? I can do 5,000 straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can get 5 crates for 7. Oh, God's sake. 7 crates for 7. Or we can just buy individual crates. And then how much is the goddamn ship? Another 12. Criv, I hate you. So what do I need? Like 20,000 doubloons. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, you're disgusting. No. God's sake. You know what, Crib? Alright. Check in again with me on Friday, alright? Check in with me after I get my first paycheck from my new job. Because I'll confess I am on substantially more money than I was previously. Basically, by changing jobs, I basically got a 68% wage increase. So let me see what my first paycheck looks like, and let me see how happy I am and how flush I feel. And perhaps I might get Cheshire and Zerlane Cheshire. But right now, I'm gonna say no. It's a no from me right now. That's a bit much. See, we were talking about the Schultz as well, weren't we? So how far have I got to go? Oh, that's a tier 8 as well. That's going to be expensive. God, it's just like, let's bankrupt the major stream. So that's going to cost me like 8 million. That'll probably cost me, I don't know, probably like 16 million. That'll probably cost me an absolute arm and a leg. And then I'm going to have to GXP it all the way up there. And it's going to cost me 200. This is usually 400? It's going to cost me 600,000 global XP. Oh, God. Schultz, I'm gonna have to say thank you, but no thank you. We're in no rush to get the Schultz right yet. I'm genuinely not interested in any of the tier 8s unless it's of a particular nation. Hint, hint. But yeah, I mean, one day, maybe when I'm really into the game and kind of bored, I might start completing some of the tier 8s. But right now, I'm kind of just going up to tier 7 and leaving it tier 7 for a lot of nations. Because tier 8 is very much like a... It just feels a bit gimmicky at the moment, especially with legendary tier as well. For me, the game kind of stops at tier 7 really. But for me, tier 5 to tier 7, that's where the game is. Tier 4, that's still a bit fun. Tier 1, 2, 3, that's kind of like your learning tiers. Tier 8 and a legendary tier, it almost feels like you get just as many potatoes at tier 8 and legendary tier as you do at tier 4, like 3 and 4. So I kind of just avoid the potato tiers and focus more on like the tiers where A, the ships exist and therefore I have like a historical interest in the ships, and B, the gameplay just seems a lot more consistent, I guess you could say. So on that bombshell, are there any other ship requests? Schultz is a beast. You're probably right. Congrats, Major, you're winning at life. Wow. Thankfully, I think my level of experience within the engineering industry that I've been in finally kind of paid off. And then at the same time, I think the under management of the company I was working at kind of drove me to look elsewhere. This is the thing, like, so yeah, I was kind of pushed and pulled, I guess you could say. Quirrell, I thought you already picked it up. No, God, no, don't spend your money. 5,000 pubs is £10. That's Captain Bovril or Admiral Yeast Extract in the background. my favourite one is that's actually a Bovril poster, right? It comes with a Union Jack and boats. So I found it. I was like, yeah, that's going in my background on my streams, and I haven't got the heart to take it away. Usually I rotate my posters, but I really like the Bovril poster. M Champion 567 are by far the most fun. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Come on, I love legendaries because no CVs. Win-win for me. That's probably the one benefit of legendary tier. I will admit. Play Brandenburg maybe, or Anshan. Let's do Brandenburg, because I haven't taken the Brandenburg out for a long while. Oh, nice. We got wow. When I say I haven't taken Brandenburg out for a long while, I really mean it. There's no commander on it. I think that really shows my apps. Oh my god, I've never played a game. Right, let's take the Brandenburg out for our first ever game, shall we? What's Brandenburg known for? I don't know what. You can suffer with me while I work out what the hell this ship's actually good at. Secondary reach, okay, so kind of implying secondaries. Guns are plenty, so I bet her dispersion's awful and her range is short. Ironclad, okay, she's got reasonable armor scheme. Let's have a look at the armor scheme. Yeah, that does look good. What's that citadel like? Okay, there is a turtle back, but it's part of the outer skin. Okay, no, that looks good. We got torpedoes. We have torpedoes. Okay. Loadout. No sonar. Okay, so we'll go for secondaries. Let's put my second beta flag on. I always like to run that. She has a permanent camouflage, which I can use. How do I have this? Okay, alright. Oh, no, that camouflage must come with the ship. I must have unequipped it for some strange reason. The guns are probably going to be awful, so it probably won't matter about battery range. So let's just focus on speed and consumables. The tier 7 we want a credit booster at least. Upgrades, if she's going to be secondary build, then I think we're going to just go for like a bit of a secondary build. So first of all, let's get the 2 secondary mods on. There'll be a bit of a laugh. Can this be upgraded? Secondary reload time is minus 5%. I'm not going to waste the steel. Yes, I do have 35,000 steel, and I'm still waiting for something decent. I kind of feel perhaps the fire and flooding duration could be an interesting choice, mostly because at this high tier there's going to be a lot of HE cruisers, a lot of nasty destroyers, and also if I'm playing a secondary build, I'm going to be kind of getting in there, getting my face kicked in. So I'm going to want to reduce the amount of punishment I'm taking to my face, and also as I'm going to be closing in, I'm going to want to be closing in without shooting and then engaging when I can. It might not necessarily work that way. It all depends how many destroyers and if there's a carrier. And with that in mind, we're going to put on Hyde as my secondary build commander. Yes. Okay, let's see. What stupidity have I got myself into here? We have secondary battery range of 11.7 kilometers. Jolly good. Right, okay, let's get that launched. Let's see. Oh, there is some discussion about Commander Bill. Put Hipper on as for inspiration. Yep, we got that. You can safely use secondary skill on this one. Yeah, no, we've got full secondary. It's a strong bow. Yeah, it does look like stonking bow. Brandenburg before Zerlane Bismarck, worst BB at tier 7. After Zerlane Bismarck, 12 kilometers secondaries and a tank. Okay, right. Only one destroyer. Good news. It's a Friesland. It has no torpedoes. Good news. York, 6 and 7 games, so we're top tier. So we have an enemy York, Boise, a Mogami, a Mainz, a Siegfried, Gneisenau, Vittoria Veneto, and a New Jersey. New Jersey and Veneto could be dangerous. Gneisenau probably want to brawl. Siegfried, I just got to be aware of the surprise 15-inch guns. Mainz is high explosive spammer. Mogami is quite good at that too. Boise and York don't necessarily concern me too much. Now, what we got? 12-inch guns on this, so I think we're going to start off with high explosives. We might be a bit of a high explosive spammer in this vessel. Not liking the way the Helena is abandoning me. Looks like the Georgia's... looks like the Georgia's trying to make a decision. Okay. Torpedoes are close in defense. Okay. Let's see. My detectability is 13.2. My secondary range is 11.7. So there is 1.5 kilometers between my detectability and my secondaries. Jeff Dave, hello, hello. Yeah, Brandenburg caliber is a bit small for the tip. Yeah, that's very true. That's why I've gone for the HE spam. Georgia's abandoning me. Ooh, not liking this at all. I am alone. Both enemy battleships, or 2 enemy battleships located in the centre. Is that the division? Yeah, that's the New Jersey and the Veneto. We have the Siegfried with her surprise 15-inch guns, and she's in secondary range. What else do we have here? We have a Boise. Okay. No enemy destroyer. It's a Friesland after all, so it's not necessarily too bad. Let's get that going. Let's get this going. Looks like the enemy Friesland's located in Bravo, judging by the way that cap is being flipped. Right, Siegfried's actually pinned himself up against the island. I feel like he's got a little bit overconfident and he feels that I'm only going to be using high explosives due to the caliber of my guns. So, I might see if I can get a cheeky volley of armor piercing downrange. Let's see if this might catch him unawares. Maybe in high, just because I have a hunch the dispersion would be awful. It was enough. Now the Siegfried turns out. Oh, hello. Okay. We are over here on our own. God, the dispersion is awful, isn't it? I probably have the Friesland in Alpha. I'm over here all on my own. You're waiting my turn. Awkward. away. 54k abandoned on the flank against 3 cruisers. I won't necessarily say that's a bad result. Probably. The thing is, my only other option would have been to follow the rest of my team to hide behind the island north of Bravo. But I feel like that's just not going to be a great way for this game to go. At least in some regards, I guess you could say I've paused the enemy capping alpha for as long as I could. I've also displaced 2 enemy cruisers all the way off to a far corner of the map, which has made them kind of useless. So although probably my gameplay wasn't the most amazing, what I've done strategically or tactically for my team might work out, because at the moment we've got a Siegfried, a Helena, displaced all the way to the far side of the map. We've got Megami, which is and a Friesland, which are in reserve but going to take a little while. So if our team on this far flank can consolidate their DPM and focus fire out the enemy battleships, there's a chance that they might be able to pick off the enemy in detail using their combined DPM without having to suffer so much DPM from the enemy. There's a chance that this stupidity of gathering around a single objective might work. However, they need to capitalise on it. They need to keep the momentum up. Otherwise, all they've done is they've contained themselves to one side of the map, allowing the enemy to have superior map control and positioning. So there's this Friesland. This is going to be interesting. It all depends whether... The thing is, the Georgia W playing that far back, not realising they need to apply the pressure, and the enemy battleships currently herding our cruisers like they are sheep on a farm. And the Siegfried's already been able to get back in there. I don't think they've been able to capitalise. I think it's going to be a case of our team is cornered in a pocket. Well, with that good news, I guess you could say, let's pan the camera back. Oh my god. There goes, yeah, there goes Cleveland. Right, let's catch up with the chat. Infantry, if you get close to multiple ships on both sides, that is very true. Crib, I hate it when they leave me alone on the flank. The beach party is always on the other side of the map. Yeah, and it always seems like you don't get the invite. I know that feeling, Crib. Jeff Dave, it's certainly gotten worse recently. I think someone leaves the flank I am on more than 50% of the time, but they are sometimes replaced by a ship from the other side of the map. That is one form of forced redistribution, I guess you could say. Oh, you did well on your own out there. Yeah, that's the thing. I kind of tied up as much as I could, I guess. If they bunch together, then at least pick out the enemy one by one. That's very true. But yeah, there's not been any aggression. It's very much they've huddled over here in a passive stance. You can kind of. So the ships that have played aggressive have been picked off in detail, and the ships that have played passive are kind of like holding them back. I think what I might do, I might take a quick rest break. Dude's asking to div up. Yeah, sure. Just quickly message what console and gamer tag you are, and I'll pick you up after my quick rest break. Be right back. Righto. Okay. Yeah, this game looks like it's all gone south. Let's see if we can get Dude into the division. Have I played with you before? Don't think I have. Let me know, and I can fold you in for the rest of the stream. We've got about another hour, I hope. I've got a bit of dirt on my glasses. You might have to go looking for a division, maybe. Dude. In the meantime, any requests on a vessel for me to play? The one that hopefully doesn't cost me a lot of money. If not, I'm going to have a look. Salute of Admiral Used to Extract always reminds me of Benny Hill. There we go. Add to division. And once you're here, I'll get you added onto. There you go. Let's get you added onto socials. Right. Okay. We need to stop dilly dallying. We need to get a ship selected in the background, don't we? See, we've done a destroyer. We've done a cruiser. We want to do a battleship of sorts. You know, just because I've been trying to actually play it a bit more recently. Let's do a Vanguard. Hampshire. Go on then, Hampshire. Or Belfast 43. Oh, we do both, that's not too bad. Oh. Right, as we're about halfway through the stream, I guess there's a couple of items of admin I should cover off. So I guess first of all is the typical YouTube shilling, I guess. If you are enjoying the live stream, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you're enjoying the content, feel free to subscribe, although I know the chat is subscribers only, but that's mostly because of bots. It was the only way I could combat bots, so it's not because I'm shilling or anything. It's just a form of filtering. But if you're watching and not chatting, then feel free to, I guess, subscribe and chat. And I guess the other item of admin is I hope it still works, but there should be a link down in the description, which is linked to the Back to Port Discord server, which is just a community server for I guess subscribers to communicate with each other. It allows you to, I guess, chat, share memes, clips, stats, videos. You can admire the Major's anime collection or manga collection, and his plastic kit modelling, which happens on the side. Also gives you news and updates on the channel and stuff. There's also a little area for redeem codes. That means if you're always on the lookout for redeem codes, they do get shared on the server. Anyway, that's enough of that. And we need to better look at the enemy team. Friesland in the division with an anchorage in Exeter. Then we have a Z44, an Amalfi, an Atlantico, a La Fronde, an Iowa, and a Pomner. Two brothers capture the base. Okay, 7 and 8 games, so we are bottom tier. Bots and very eager girls who likes to sell pleasure. Yeah, that is very much. I don't even. To be honest, I think they're all bots as well. But yeah, it's just the best way to manage those kind of chat messages, unfortunately. Although I don't think World of Warships Legends is as targeted these days by such bots. We are spotted as well, so the only enemy destroyers coming at this flank I haven't fired upon by the Lafond, and I'm hoping that I can dodge most of that. The issue is the enemy destroyer has got us screened off. I fired as if he was coming forward, but I shouldn't have. Oh, that's going to go for the stern. Hampshire doesn't have amazing armour. The issue is we've got 2 battleships, both of which can really hurt, and the destroyer spotting, which is keeping us at range. Hampshire can only really deal with one target at a time.
Attention, reporting a target position. Torpedoes to starboard.
I'm hoping that by getting close to this island I can kind of negate the Lafond while I get some nice damage on the Atlantic. Problem is, Atlantico's now gone bow in. Oh, good lord. So I hate it when you look up at the mini-map and you just realise it's all gone south. Right, okay, so we've now got additional 2 battleships and the cruiser over on this flank. I need to get over to the other flank and try and support that in some form of manner. If I can get any turrets into the Z-44, I will. That is going to stick me broadside on to the Flaund, which is very, very dangerous. So I'll kite away from that. Alright. Good lord, enemy destroyer and 2 battleships, 2 battleships and probably 2 cruisers. That is rough. Our right flank has collapsed entirely. We lost 1 battleship and 1 destroyer on that flank, and provided 0 additional support, it would appear. Looks like this centre entirely folded over to the right to this left flank. I don't want to start engaging until I can start kiting away, and ideally I'd like to wait until my detect ability. But I'm gonna have to start doing it now. Jesus. Okay, the Republic's gone, so it's literally just me and maybe some reinforcements, but I'm gonna have to run. I can't, like, stand and fight here. Hampshire's not a stand and fight. Hampshire's a... Oh god, not this many targets. Oh, Jesus. We're in torpedo range, so at least I can get some torpedoes out. Itchy nose as the enemy shells come in. That is a bad timing. Oh, there's a blasted island. Okay, I'm going to have to take a really risky broadside because this nasty island. I think I can. Oh no.
Don't panic! Don't panic! Right! Don't panic! You're all right!
No. They all shattered. Come on, I just want superstructure. Oh, just an overpen or something. Oh, Jesus. The Hampshire AP is just like denying, just shattering. Oh, damn. Let's jump aboard, do look, dude. Take out the arrow, yeah, I tried. It was just shatter, shatter, shatter. And then pens with no damage. It's the most irritating, infuriating thing ever. The strange one is, like, all the heavy fleet we had over here that pushed on towards the cap never really amounted to much. Oh, there goes dude, look, dude. Okay, Z46, throw in the towel and die. Oh, there goes the Iowa finally, but it's done for. There's not really much point in Z46 trying to fight for the win. Z46 might as well just, I don't know. I'm not going to win. What are we up against there? Anchorage. Oh. Just hand him the towel, I think. You're not going to get a solo warrior in, in 3 minutes 30. GG, down to British cruisers. Oh, there you go, finally. How long will he survive? Seconds. Oh, hunted to extinction. Yeah, I was shooting the Iowa and I was just hoping for a couple of like overpen damage on the superstructure, but that superstructure must have been absolutely saturated or something like that because it was being denied. All right, we done that one. Let's do the Belfast 43 just to have a look what it's like with the shoe on the other foot, with the having high explosives instead. But yeah, GG did look good. We had many on our side. Then we had none, yeah. Oh. Oh, interesting choice. Okay, so we got about 40 minutes of the stream left. That should work out as about 2 to 3 games. Maybe 4 games if it all goes badly. Need to climb aboard and place some C4 in it. I mean, a mighty long swim. Yeah. So that's the only irritants, I guess you could say, with the AP only cruisers, especially in like late game. You can end up with situations like that. Oh well, this time we're in a HE cruiser, in a carrier game. August and Parcel in a division with Massachusetts. There's also a Collingwood in a division with North Carolina. The rest of the team is a Mass, Friesland, Anchorage, Poltava, Zeaton, Dim, Domination, and Greece. So I'm going to turn the music down to 40. I guess high explosives. I think the Charlie flank would probably be the best place to play. Oh my god, I've just realised how battleship heavy this game is. As soon as I get spotted, I'm going to be targeted by all of the enemy battleships. And it's one of those games where I'm always going to be spotted because there's a carrier. This is going to be a mighty quick game because it's 5 battleships aside. Apart from maybe the Bismarck and Odin could play aggressive enemy carriers on the left flank, thank god. But I feel like the double Colorado, maybe the Rook might play slightly passive and play the long range waiting game. Okay, we got RDF. Enemy battleships ahead of me are spotted already. Bismarck and an Odin. Okay. So I've picked what I feel like should be an aggressive flank. We've got 2 secondary build battleships. So yeah, I think we've definitely picked the right flank to support. Enemy Zeaton and an enemy Poltava. Okay. Both of which have limited damage control parties. So for a high explosive smoke cruiser like myself, that's good news. Okay, Charlie's being capped. My detectability's 9.6. There's the Friesland. Yeah, I'm going to focus on the cap. I want to get a bit closer. There's the Friesland, absolutely no torpedoes, so nothing to really be scared about there. And I haven't knee-jerked and turned my radar on, so part of me wonders if he's going to feel like perhaps maybe I'm not a radar Belfast, because Belfast has the ability to almost pick and choose. Also, that freezing smoke screen is being absolute godsend, allowing me to close in. The only downside is Zeton obviously does have...
Generator activated.
Okay, Zeton... okay, let's turn it now. I'm very surprised I managed to engage a Friesland that close and not be punished for it by the surrounding battleships, which kind of shows how distracted or unfocused they are. I've already destroyed a torpedo launcher on the Zeton and set it fire. That's very nice. Zeton might feel a bit pressure to maybe push in. 7 seconds left on this smoke screen. Let's just drop them smoke.
Smoke generator activated.
Okay. I think the Zeton may have spotted that torpedo coming in and kind of panicked a bit, even though it didn't have the range. Okay, that's 2 out of 6 smoke screens. If we can get rid of the Zeton, I don't feel too bad. Left flank's collapsed entirely, and they're falling back over onto this flank. That's interesting. Okay, I'm just seeing that Dude is actually dropping a smoke screen there, so I am gonna make a push for Dude's smoke screen and use that just to try and save some of my smoke screens at the moment, because I have a hunch, judging by the huge concentration of enemy forces at the northwest direction of Bravo, that I'm going to need these smoke screens to try and survive as long as I can. Ah, Neptune's beard. This is going to hurt. I've slowed down as well. There you go. That was a concern. That's the danger with the Belfast. Sorry, I'm kind of focusing, so that's why I've gone quiet. To be honest, I've only got one job at the moment, that's to engage this whole tower.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
God. What's up? What happened? Oh, this is rough. Well, I can hang on for as long as I can and engage what I can and drag the game out a bit, I guess. That battleship should be able to wrap up. That battleship should be able to wrap up. Come on. Please. So I don't need that to be concerned about. Finally.
Smoke generator activated.
Just going to use my smoke just to live for as long as I can, engage what I can, and do what damage I can, and then when it all goes south, oh, this is south, turn everything on, dunk, 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 there you go. Oh, God. I don't necessarily feel like I've done the wrong decision. I mean, you just have to look where ships sunk, and you can just kind of see the left flank was just, there was just no battle at the left flank at all. Another one of those games, Oh. RNG says no. Left had no DD, easy choice. Hit freeze with torpedo. Oh, nice. I didn't expect Massachusetts to push mid. Geez, secondary builds. So sometimes they do the unexpected. Oh, we're all dead, Dave. As usual, the team collapses. The cheap plastic furniture. Yeah. Oh, it's literally just our carrier left now. So I don't want to look at this anymore. I might as well have a quick look at maybe some of the results of our previous games. Just see if there's anything that I've missed off. Anything that we want to revisit. Brandenburg game, for those of you interested, was a defeat. Surprise, surprise. I came third from the bottom, which I think is fair considering my contribution to that game. I didn't really have much choice about my contribution to that game because I was abandoned. But I didn't come last, which is interesting. But yeah, the XP on scores on our team is pretty poor. Anything else worth interesting to see? I think we saw the Hampshire game end, didn't we? So I think it's crack on with the next game, isn't it? We won our cap. I thought, sweet. Looked up and the rest of the team's all just floundering. We got half an hour, 2 more games. I do fancy a hood game, so I'm going to get a hood lined up, and then after that, yeah, I have to see what I fancy. Oh, I actually got a GG from someone. I'm going to have a quick look while Dude's sorting out a I'm just going to have a quick look of the GG that I got. It's from that's interesting. So if you remember the first game in the live stream, we had the game, and we had the Skane Hawkstein. We actually got a GG. so yeah, no worries. Yeah, no. We'll do a GG as well. This is the thing. I'm not a trash talker. I'm very much like a. No, I give people heads like a thumbs up and stuff like that whenever I see it. There we go. I think that's the kind of community we want. We want a community which is like, recognizing good play. I think shouting at people if they do badly it's not positive, but it's also I find like a lot of people who trash talk, usually they're not that good anyway. And so they usually they're just venting their frustration at their poor gameplay at someone else. Chivalry is not dead. Very true, dude. Evening, Lane was eternal. Hope you're well. Okay, we're in the hood. 6 and 7 game. Akatsuki, ZF6, Toulon, Fiji, Prince Heinrich, Gneisenau, or Gneisenau I should say, Jean Bar, Iowa, 6-7 game. Okay, in a hood. On the left flank of Trident Domination. It's always a risky play. I like... So I'm going to swing hard left, because I find if you push directly down onto Charlie, what you'll find is you end up being crossfired upon by the enemy battleships who spawn south of Bravo. So I usually like to kick it out towards the eastern side of the map first, before pushing down on Charlie, because then that means that I can kind of get a bit of angle. Now here I've got the opportunity to either turn out or turn in. I'm going to turn in and angle in. Prince Heinrich. I'm kind of hoping on this turn in. Let's see, we've got Fiji in the middle. Gneisenau, which is far too far away. The Fiji's pretty much flat broadside and slow in the middle, so that is very much an opportunity target. She's just smoked up. We might be able to get away with that, because the Fiji's engine's pretty poor at trying to reverse. Ah no, she's actually accelerated. She's been forced out of her smokescreen. That Fiji is literally a prime target now. That's prime real estate. In fact, I don't think it's worth me chipping in. Yeah, that Fiji's so dead. Oh, the Akatsuki's gone in the middle. That is very nice. So here we're in an interesting situation where we might be able to keep the Prince Heinrich in a kind of crossfire. Torpedoes, interesting. So I've used my damage control there because I feel a bit safe. I don't feel that there's the risk of me catching flooding right now is not too great. Definitely a destroyer kicking around here, even Akatsuki or ZF6. But the Toulon doesn't have torpedoes. I've got sonar on for another 30 seconds. I'm going to switch to high explosives. Enemy has collapsed at Charlie, collapsed at Bravo. This is steamroll time. If we don't make any kind of silly mistakes, we should be right. Yeah, we definitely need to destroy here because of the smoke screen. Toulon doesn't have a smoke screen. What's the destroyer's backup? Ostergotland? Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, we are contested. He's still in that smoke screen. Shame my sonar's just gone. But we are going to get these guns swung out broad. It's an Akatsuki. Oh my god. Okay, right, quickly. Loose. And then fold it in now. Fold it in. Come on, A and B turrets now. Oh, thank you. Nice detonation. Dude, I'm not sure if you're watching the stream, but you can have one of these. Oh god, that was one hell of a steamroll. Enemy teams entirely collapsed in a 10-minute game. Good lord. Jesus. Leander on the other flank was just wrapping things up. Jeez. Right, wow, that was a quick game. Let's jump back to office mode. Let me do something tier 5-ish. Let me do this. I'll flash that up so you know what I'm going for, and I'm just going to open this container in the background because it's a worthless container. Yeah, I'll do that. Well, why can't all games be that easy? Because the game would get boring if every game was like that. This is the thing. I don't like... it's nice to have one of those games every now and then, especially when you had the kind of run that we've had, where you end up on the collapsing... Well, end up with the collapsing bag team. But with a situation where you then steamroll the enemy like that, yeah, it's nice and relieves the suffering we've just gone through, but I wouldn't want that every game. I do like a good fight, a good challenge, you know, and like that game, I felt like we did everything right, but I didn't feel like I didn't feel like I could have done something wrong either. Playing the II Ruzia, AL Ruzia got me a fair few hate for pay to win. That's fair enough. Serves you right. Right. Oh god, right. Domination Warriors Path. 4 and 5. Kotovsky in division with an Oklahoma. A Emily Batin in division with Emily Batin, a Nuremberg in division with Tennessee, and then the rest of the division, well, the rest of the team I should say, there's a Cavour, a Renown, and a New Mexico. Okay, my left flank, we'll play the left. No DDs, yeah, it's interesting. It does seem like cruiser and destroyer population has massively decreased recently, and the key focus seems to be back to battleships, which is a bit of a shame, I guess you could say. Oh, then it was telling you free to join. Okay, no worries. To be honest, it's probably not worthwhile. By the time we wrap up this game, depending how quickly this game goes, this might be the last game of the stream. It's not even that hard to beat. You know I'm being rather tongue-in-cheek when I say with my previous comments. You'll find a lot of shows that you did not ask for. Raider also, what's this in regards to? Okay, right. Oklahoma in a division with a Kochevsky. New Mexico is... Right, that's not... New Mexico solo. There's a Kochevsky. And... Okay, this is just got Nuremberg. Nuremberg's in the division with the Tennessee. Okay, this is a very popular flank right now. Here's hoping that I can just survive a little bit. because of our rudder right now, we are kind of in a bit of a pickle when it comes to picking what targets we engage. But we did get a torpedo in the 3 torpedoes. 3 torpedoes in New Mexico and flooding. Looks like the poor thing doesn't have a damage con, so I think I'll leave him to sink. There we go. We are going to be spotted briefly, but I don't think the Oklahoma's going to have an opportunity to really. Yeah, he's just fired. I think. Let's do something stupid. Let's just go open water Leander against an Oklahoma. Nice. That leaves just the poor Koshevsky. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and angle my ship the other direction. That way I can continue to engage the Koshevsky while making a manoeuvre over towards the Alpha objective and be going in the right direction to support the Bravo cap. I'm going to try and keep my guns off to the port side, and I'll swing the rudder around as soon as the damage control. I don't want a damage control, it just feels like a waste of damage control for a rudder, especially one that's so minorly inconvenient. Nice kill, right. Let's get the Alpha objective and then start folding round onto the Bravo objective. But my god, it's another one of these games. It really feels like it's one of those evenings where you're either rolling high or you're rolling low. You're not, there's nothing in between. There's no like tooth and nail fights. Oh, the wife. Oh no, that means she's on her way home. Do you want a cheesecake? If you're talking about one of the goo pots, yeah, I'll have one. If not, don't worry. God. Ryan Chang, no, that is the wife. That actually is the wife. We did good, yeah. So for the random question, but does the Mr. What cheesecake? I mean, we won our side, yeah, that's very true, dude. Look, dude. Yeah, if you talk, yeah, to Mrs. Major, if you're talking about one of those goo pot cheesecakes, yeah, I'll have one, but otherwise, nah, I'm fine. I can live without. Hide, everyone, hide, yeah. Say. Yeah, I must confess, like, as soon as you see Galloping Major's wife in the chat, I completely appreciate why that just looks totally sus. Looks like someone's taken being a fan a little bit too far. No, but no, that is actually the wife. Oh, do you want cheesecake? Sounds like a trap. Like, would you fancy a back massage? Oh god, yeah. Oh god, do a bit of left, and then quickly do a bit of right. What is that? That's an enemy batin. Bit of right. Okay. That just leaves the 2 enemy batins, which is like, it's the fastest tier 4 cruiser in the game, and they just sat still. Doodle dude, if she was an American, it would be, would you like a cheese with your cheesecake? Wait, I'm just going to do a quick bump message, see what the wife's saying. I've already answered your question, wifey, Mrs. Major. What kind of a maniac turns down a cheesecake? Oh, I'm a rather particular with cheesecake, Randy Chang. The reason being is I can make my I make my own, and unfortunately, that means I'm not much of a fan of like shop bought cheesecake, or like even cheesecake when I go like to restaurants and stuff, because I make a devilishly good cheesecake. So I'm very particular. But yeah. Oh, that was actually quite a nice game in the Leander, and looking at the time, with 10 minutes to go, and the wife already hounded me if I want cheesecake. I think that means she's finished kickboxing and she'll be on her way home shortly. So in order to get things all tidied up and squared away, I better start doing my goodbyes. But much obliged and GG's, Dude Look Dude. Thank you for joining in with the Science Support Division in the background there. Much obliged. And I have pinged you a message on the WoW's Legends social to like a friend request, I guess you could say. So just makes squadding up in future easier. Let's see. As always, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has come by in the chat, and in that regards, I like to go through and say thank you to each one of you individually, I guess you say. So I'd like to say thank you to Randy Chan, M Champion, Shockwave, New Type Commander, Kriv. I try my best to get names correct. Tobias Schultz. Apologies for the poor pronunciation, probably there. Dude Look Dude as well, and Asrund Trooper. Who else do we have popped by? Kim Mike X Gaming as well, much obliged. And then it was Eternal and Jeff Dave, many thanks. And I think that's everyone who popped by, apart from obviously the wife, the guy. Best say thanks to the wife. I'll never hear the end of it otherwise. But on that regards, many thanks everyone for popping by. Stay safe, stay well. Have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and a good night wherever you are in the world. And yeah, I'll catch you Friday for Friday night's stream. Until next time, I'm the Gav Major. Back to the port. Pip and cheerio.